Good morning, student. Last time we have seen our first unit, that is Protochordata. Now today we are going to see our second unit, that is Agnatha. Okay. Now Agnatha, it is our second unit. Now what is meant by Agnatha? Gnatha means jaws. Okay, Gnatha means jaws. Now what is meant by Agnatha? A means absent. Gnatha is jaws. Now what is meant by Agnatha? That means jaws are absent. Okay, Agnatha means jaws are absent or without jaws. Okay, the animals or the fishes in which jaws are absent are known as Agnatha or Agnathan. That means without jaws animals. It is called as Agnatha. Okay. The fishes are eel-like. Eel-like body is present. Agnathan fish's body is eel-like. That means, now what is meant by eel-like? मराठीत आपण वाम मासा जो म्हणतो, म्हणजे वाम हा मासा जो सापासारखा आहे त्याला आपण ईल लाईक बॉडीड फिश म्हणतो. ओके. नेक्स्ट, इन these Agnathan fishes, mouth is circular and without jaws. Therefore these are known as Agnatha. Mouth is circular and without jaws. Okay. In these fishes, brain is enclosed or brain is present in cartilaginous cranium. Okay, cranium, last time I have told you, cranium means brain box or it is known as skull. And this cranium in Agnathans, it is cartilaginous. Okay, softer than the bones but harder than the tissues. It is known as cartilaginous. Now what is meant by cartilaginous? Cartilaginous means softer than the bones, hard bones, but harder than the tissues. It is known as cartilaginous cranium. Okay. In these Agnathan fishes, notochord is present. Okay, notochord is present, but it is never replaced in vertebral column. Never replaced in vertebrae. Okay. In these Agnathan fishes, notochord is present, but it is never replaced in vertebrae or vertebral column. Okay. And these Agnathans consist of cyclostomata. These consist of cyclostomata. Okay. Now what is meant by cyclostomata? Here again, stomata means mouth. Stomata means mouth. Now what is meant by cyclo? Circular mouth. Therefore it is known as cyclostomata. The fishes in which mouth is in the form of circle, it is known as cyclostomata. And the example of these cyclostomata are Petromyzon, or we can also call them lampreys. And second one is Myxine, also called as hagfishes. Okay, Petromyzon, or we can also call them as lampreys, Myxine, or also called as hagfishes. Now first one is Petromyzon. The classification of petromyzon is, first we will see classification of petromyzon. The classification, first kingdom Animalia, because these are animals, therefore they include in kingdom Animalia. Phylum Chordata. Why these are chordates? Because notochord and nerve cord is present, therefore these are included in chordata. Okay. Superclass Cyclostomata. Why these are cyclostomata? Circular mouth is present, therefore these are included in superclass cyclostomata. Class Hyperorchia. Hyperorchia. Order Petromyzontiformes. Order Petromyzontiformes. Family Petromyzontidae. Petromyzontidae. Genus Petromyzon and species is Marinus. Okay, this is the classification of petromyzon. Petromyzon classification. First kingdom Animalia. Why? Because these are living animals. Phylum Chordata. Why these are called chordates? Because notochord and nerve cord is present. Superclass Cyclostomata, because these are included in circular mouthed fishes. Okay, that means their mouth is circular, therefore these are known as cyclostomata. Class Hyperorchia. Order Petromyzontiformes. Family Petromyzontidae. Genus Petromyzon and species Marinus. Okay, now general characters of petromyzon. Okay, see the diagram of petromyzon. This is the diagram of petromyzon. Okay, the body of petromyzon, or also called as lampreys. Petromyzon are also called as lampreys. The body of these petromyzon or lampreys are eel-like. See, the body is just like snake, therefore these are known as eel-like. Okay, the body of petromyzon or lampreys are eel-like. Okay, its mouth is jawless. Okay, there is no jaws present around the mouth. Okay, therefore these are known as jawless fishes. These are under Agnatha, without jaws. Okay, the mouth is jawless, but the teeth are arranged in circular forms. Okay, I will show you another diagram. Okay, this is the mouth of petromyzon. See, it is circular in shape and there is no jaws. Okay, therefore these are known as jawless fishes. Okay, teeth are present. There are many teeth which are arranged in circular rows. Okay, these are horny teeth. Okay, these are very sharp horny teeth arranged in circular rows. Okay, there are 7 pairs of external gill slits, or also known as gill pouch. Gill pouches. In petromyzon there are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are 7 pairs of external gill slits, or also called as gill pouches, are present. Okay, and these gill pouches are present behind the eyes. These lampreys or petromyzon are brown, yellow or olive in color. Olive or brown yellow in color. Okay, the color of petromyzon is olive or brown yellow in color. Okay, the adults reach up to, okay, the adults reach up to 120 centimeter long or 42 inches. The adults are 120 centimeter long or 42 inch long. Their body is 120 centimeter in length. Okay, and the weight of these petromyzons, the weight of adult petromyzon is 2 to 2.5 kg. Okay, the body weight of petromyzon is 2 to 2.5 kg. Okay, these are semi-parasitic. Now, what is meant by parasitic? What is meant by parasitic? That means they live on other fishes. Okay, they feed on other fishes' diet. Therefore, these are known as parasites. They never consume their own diet, but for food they depend on other parasites. Therefore, the other fishes. Therefore, these are known as parasites. Okay, but the larva of these petromyzon, the larva, which is also known as Ammosytus larva. Ammosytus larva, they are independent. They never feed on other fishes. They never depend on other fishes, but they feed their own diet. But the adults are parasitic. That means they depend on other fishes. Okay, the body is eel-like and cylindrical. Okay, the body is, as I told you, it is eel-like and cylindrical. Okay, brain is well developed in petromyzon. Brain is well developed. Okay, development is indirect. That means there is a larva which is also known as Ammosytus. Okay, therefore their development is indirect. Head and trunk. Head and trunk. The trunk means body. Head and trunk is cylindrical, but the tail is compressed side by side. Compressed म्हणजे दाबल्यासारखे. Okay, but the tail is compressed side by side. Head and trunk is cylindrical, but the tail is compressed side by side. There is no paired gills. That means pectoral fins and pelvic fins which are paired, these are absent in these petromyzon. Therefore, these are known as the paired fins are absent. Only dorsal fin and caudal fin is present. The dorsal fin is divided into two portions by a notch. It is divided into two portions. First dorsal fin and second dorsal fin by a notch. Caudal fin is small. Okay. There is anus and urinogenital papilla is present. That means sexes are separate in these petromyzons. Okay. These lampreys or these petromyzons live in sea water. Live in sea water. That means in marine habitat as well as in fresh water. That means in river. Okay. These petromyzons or lampreys are found in sea water, that means marine habitat, as well as in fresh water or in river. Why these are found both in fresh water and marine water? These petromyzons, That means adults are found in marine water, but the larvae are found in fresh water, because these petromyzons migrate into rivers or migrate to fresh water for the spawning. Now what is meant by spawning? What is meant by spawning? Spawning means to deposit eggs. To deposit eggs is known as spawning, or simply we can say to lay eggs. To lay eggs, these petromyzons migrate to rivers. Okay, this is about our petromyzon. First cyclostomata, that is petromyzon or lampreys.